Good evening. What's up, Heather and Daniel Barry? Both y'all are in the house tonight. Yeah, can the Tigers win? I don't know. There's no Jake Brown. No, Jake Brown is gone for the season. So that's not good news that Jake Brown is not gonna play no more. So Jake Brown and Cooper Moore are both been ruled out for the rest of the year. So. Yeah. So, is what it is. I thought Cooper Moore was going to be tough to get him back. But the Jake Brown just came out of nowhere. It's like, man, he's hurt. Now he's gone for the year. So that's a big blow to LSU's offense because he's our home run king, an RBI king. Yeah, but it's a big blow to LSU's offense. All right, so where's the just there? Just there. Just saw it on the screen. Now it's gone. What you do with it? What you do with it? ESPN. Search for it. Just here. Get out the app again and back in. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? ESPN. I got to get out and get back in for it to show up. Crappy ass app. Ain't there no more. Well, maybe it'll show up in a second. Line. What's this shit? You do this. Clear. Type in UNF. Yeah. Okay. I type in UNO, then it shows up. I know you tricks ESPN app. Wouldn't work if I typed in LSU, but if I type in UNO, then it shows up. Worthless fucking app. I hate this fucking app. But shouldn't complain too much. It's like the only way to watch college baseball is on the ESPN app because there's not many, just rarely many games on TV. Not until the College World Series time. Let's see what we got going on tonight. Sports world. We got some basketball on tonight. We got some hockey. Who's playing tonight? We got the Bruins and the Sabres, the Canadians and Lightning. Basketball's probably on TNT or something. Probably on TNT. Hope it's on NBC. Forgot about that. I almost forgot that NBC shows games now. Your event is starting soon here on ESPN app. So, York is starting tonight for LSU. York hasn't played in a while. We hadn't started in a while since the Easter Sunday game against Tennessee. Okay, I got a YouTube TV has a multi. You can watch 4 games at one time. You got the Celtics and the what are they playing? Oh, they're playing Philadelphia. The Yankees are playing Red Sox. I think there's 2 hockey games on. Hockey. Ooh, nice multi-view. Good. It sounds like a cicada. They start to come out. Sound like a cicada. But yeah, game be starting soon. Tigers and the Privateers. Hey, remember used to have a really good baseball program. I mean, they were in regionals most years, but now UNO is just a shell of what they used to be. 17-25 are the Privateers. LSU's 23-18. So LSU's 6-12 in the SEC. New Orleans is 7-14 in the Southland Conference. Yeah. All right, yeah. LSU has lost what 4 in a row? Was it? Or no? No, we won that week. We won that midweek game, didn't we, last week? So Mile in the last 4 games, batting 412. All right, so we'll see, man. We'll see what we can do tonight. LSU needs to get a win in the worst way against the Privateers of New Orleans. 73 degrees. Chance of rain is 50%. East north wind 10-15. I didn't think it was that much a chance to rain tonight in the capital city, but yeah, not many people at the game tonight at all. Let's see who the UNO Privateers are going to have there for their batting order. Got Biddick, Rogers, Curley, Newman, Smith, Tidwell, Cummings, Hoffman, and Valentin. All right. All right. And so Grant Fontenot on a mound for LSU tonight. We'll see what Fontenot can do as he is on the mound tonight. He's ERA of 2.930. The ESPN app's doing this freeze again. Nice app. 20 Ks, 9 walks. This app is already screwing up. This app is already screwing up already. All right, so Fontenot on the mound for LSU. So we're going to have Biddick, Rogers, and Curley do up for UNO here in the top of the first. Here we go. First pitch of the game is a strike. 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Is a strike. Another strike. 0-2. So Dylan Biddick from Lafayette, Louisiana. He's batting .325. 7 homers, 25 RBIs. Here's the 0-2. That's a swing and a miss. 1 down. So Biddick down on strikes, and there's 1 down here in the inning. Yeah, Fondo has been pitching really well lately. What's up, PHG? All right, so Rogers at the plate. So Grant Fontenot with the K. The pitch is another strike 0-1. Here to Rogers. Man. So Evan Rogers from Brandon, Mississippi. 309 average, 2 homers, 24 RBIs. That ball's lifted to center, but going to be caught, and there's 2 down. So quickly, 2 down here in the inning. So we're going to have Curley at the plate. And Fondo has been pitching well as of late. So Miles Curley at the plate. There's a swing to miss. 0-1. Curley's from Largo, Florida. 6 foot. 317 average, 3 homers. There's another swing to miss. 0-2. Swing to miss. 0-2 to count. But now, what time is called? Oh, you didn't look at the batter. Yeah. You know, he wasn't. The batter wasn't ready, even though he was in the batter's box. That ball's low and in, 1-2. So 1-2 to count. There's strike 3 looking, and that's going to be out number 3. So Fontenot strikes out 2 in the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first. It's UNO 0, LSU coming to the plate. Man, like that a lot, man. I like Fontenot. No, good inning there for Fontenot. We're going to need that. Since there's no Cooper Moore, we're going to need more of that from Fontenot. I figured Cooper Moore wasn't going to play anymore. He said he hurt his triceps, against Oklahoma. I'm like, I don't know if he's gonna be able to come back from that kind of injury. Yeah, he's gonna need surgery, just like Jake Brown. Gonna need surgery. So. Ooh, wait. We got Stanfield, Curiel, Aaron Beatty, Milam, Cerna, York, Pearson, William Patrick is playing right field, and Jack Ruckert is playing second base tonight. William Patrick making his first career start in right field since the injury to Jake Brown. York playing. Oh, they're going to show him how he got hurt. Yeah, I hope he does something tonight. Alrighty, come on, Stan. We got Stanfield, Curiel, and Aaron Beatty up. Which is a ball. Want to know is golf on the mound for UNO. A lefty. And the 1-0 is 2-0. So 2-0 to count here to Stanfield. And the 2-0 is a strike, 2-1. So 2-1 to count. And the 2-1 is a ground of the third. And there's one down. All right, so Bryson Golf from Saraland, Alabama, 3-3. Record ERA of 10.53, whip of 2.16, 30 walks, 30 strikeouts, 23 walks. He walks a lot. Here comes a pitch to Curry, low, 1-0. 1-0 to count. And the 1-0 is a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 to count. Here to Derek Curiel here in the bottom of the first. No score between UNO and LSU. Here comes a 1-1. Here's a ground ball right side, and there's two down. So Kelly Gardner. So I guess next year UNO will be LSU NO, like it used to be long time ago. No, 50 years ago, was it? Used to be LSU NO, and now it's going back to LSU NO. We got Aaron Beatty up. What's up? Member getting in the house. Kelly Gardner. The pitch is a foul out of play. 0-1. Oh, we got a fight. The Canadians and the Lightning. Man. Here comes the 0-1 Aaron Beatty. That's a strike, 0-2. Oh, and 2 to count here to Kate Aaron Beatty. And Goff will deliver the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. That's going to be out number what they got. They got to go to first, complete the out. And they do. There's out number 3. Man. The Tigers go back. Tigers go in order. They go in order. 1, 2, 3. Man. Yeah, so both teams could not get anybody on base in their respective inning. I want this fucking app, man. App is screwing up tonight, man. Hate this fucking app, man. That's the only way. The only way to watch college baseball is on the ESPN app. So you're just stuck with it. Stuck with it. All right, so we're gonna go to the top of the second inning. We got Newman, Smith, and Tidwell with the Privateers coming up. Alrighty. Make a run. It's going to be hard to make a run without Jake Brown and Cooper Moore this year since they're out for the season. So Newman at the plate. That's going to be a strike. 0-1. Now we got time is called. Oh, he got a ball added to the count. He's not telling the batter he's ready to pitch. 1-2. Now head to strike 1-2. Here comes a 1-2. That's 2-2. Yeah, this stupid rule now is that you can't fool the batter no more. 2-2 pitch. That's 3-2. 3-2 to count here to the Newman from Richmond, Kentucky. So here comes the 3-2 pitch, and it's going to be ball 4. The first base runner of the game. Oh, wee man. All right, so leadoff walk here in the second. Here comes a pitch. There's a ground ball, could be 2. They'll go to second, to first, double play. 6-4-3, and there's 2 down. So 2 down, bases are going to be empty. You got Tidwell coming to play. Here's 2 down. Here comes a pitch. There's a strike 0-1 here to Tidwell. This inside 1-1. Here comes a 1-1. There's a strike 1-2. Here's a 1-2. That's 2-2. 2-2 to count. Two-two pitch is down low. 3-2. So 3-2 here to Tidwell. 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. There is out number 3. So we had a walk, then a double play, then a strikeout. So we'll go to the bottom of the third. It's still scoreless. Nothing. Nothing. And nothing. On the damn baseball out thing here. All right, so bottom of the second inning we go. No score between UNO and LSU. Well, now they got a fight in the Buffalo Boston Bruins game. They had a fight in the Montreal Tampa game. Now they got a fight in the playoff hockey. Playoff hockey, man. Playoff hockey. Playoff hockey, man. Wait. The bottom second we go. Okay, new pitcher for UNO. We got Skylar Jones, 2-1 with an ERA at 3.52, 16 Ks and 7 walks. So Skylar Jones on the mound now for UNO. New pitcher on here for New Orleans, Skylar Jones. So he'll face Milam, Cerna, and York. Yes, York is back in the lineup tonight. York is back in the lineup tonight. Alrighty. So Milam at the plate. And the pitch is a all 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That ball's skied up in the air. Shallow right and 1 down. So Milam hops out to shallow right, 1 down. We're going to have Cerna to the plate. Omar Cerna Jr. comes to the plate. So Cerna walking to the batter's box. Pitch is a strike, 0-1. So 0-1 to count. And the 0-1, that ball's hit back on a play 0-2. So 0-2 to count here to Cerna. And the 0-2 is strike 3 looking. 2 down. Two down here in the first. Man. All right, so Zach York coming to the plate. Here comes a pitch. It's a ball, 1-0. So York, senior out of Campbell, California. 6 homers, 19 RBIs, but in 248. Here comes the 1-0. There's a ground ball off the first baseman to the second to pitcher. Man, that was what, that was 3-4-1 on the putout. Oh, you don't see many 3-4-1 single putouts, but we just saw one. All right, so we'll go to the third, no score. 3-4-1. 3-4-1 on the put out. That was weird put out. What's what they saying about York on the rant? Let's see. Man. Alrighty, let's see. Alright, so top of the third inning, we're gonna have Cummings, Hoffman, and Valentine. It was Valentine. All right, come on. Let's see if we get some. See if we can continue our nice pitching by Fontenot. Two good innings. Let's see if he can go for a third. So 0-0-0 for New Orleans, 0-0-0 for LSU. Well, UNL is going to get away from the blue and silver, which is stupid, and they're going to be purple and gold like LSU next year, which makes no fucking sense. I know they're going to be LSU NO, but anyway, they should stay unique and have the same colors that they've been having for forever. But anyway. All right, so Fontenot will come set. Here comes the pitch to the plate. There's a bunt, and there's a bunt down to third. And they're going to have to hurry, and they didn't get him. So it's going to be a bunt single to get on. Yeah, so bunt single. All right, so. Oh, they picked him off first. They picked him off first. They're gonna say they picked him off first. As Cummings says, he was safe. Let's see if they review this. Yeah, they are gonna. UNO will challenge this. And the runner says, "I'm safe. I'm safe." Hard to tell from that angle. I mean, there's no camera angle like closer to the plate to the throw. Everything's got to be 20 feet away. We'll see. I think this was called an out. It's going to stay an out. All right, so I think it's going to be an out. Say we'll do that. He's out. I don't think there's anything there that shows he's safe. Ronnie rants. Oh, now you're changing your tune, Ronnie. Still waiting for the to decide. They're gonna stick with the call, or they're gonna, or it's gonna be safe. Come on, blue. Fine, no, keeping his warm up tosses in while they decide. Is this gonna be a outer safe? Yep, I'm gonna say he is out. So the runner at first is out. So UNO loses their challenge. There's one out, nobody on. They're gonna have Hoffman to the plate. So Hoffman to the plate. Here comes the pitch. That ball's gonna be popped out of play. 0-1. Yeah, you think, huh? Yeah, you think they have to go like in the somewhere else. Here's swing and miss 0-2. It makes no sense. They have to go like out of the stadium into like a room somewhere. Here comes the 0-2. That ball's lifted foul territory, but York will not get to it. What's up, Andrew? Andrew's here. What's up, Andrew? All right, so 0-2 to count. Here to Hoffman. 0-2 pitch is in there for strike three, looking 2 down. And Fontenot's looking pretty good, man. Last several outings I've watching him pitch, Fontenot has really pitched well. And why isn't he starting on Sundays? I know he started against Ole Miss and went like a third of an inning. We got Valentine at the plate, 1-0. Here comes a pitch. There's a 2-0. 2-0 here to Valentine from Douglasville, Georgia. The 2-0 is going to miss again. Now 3-0. So 3-0 to count. And a 3-0. It's a strike, 3-1. 3-1 to count. So Fontenot delivering quickly. That ball's hit to center or right center. Curiel makes the catch for the third out. So they go in order 1, 2, 3. Does the Privateers. We'll go to the bottom of the third. So no score, 0-0. We're going to have Patrick and Ruckert, then Stanfield up. So 8, 9, and 1 coming up for Tigers. Patrick, Ruckert, and then Stanfield. So, and we'll see what these guys can do. There's no more Jake Brown. No more Jake. Jake Brown is unfortunately gone for the season. Oh, wait, man. Why am I so yawning so much? Wake up. Wake up. All right, we got 27 seconds to the commercial break is over with. All right, we'll see if Patrick and Ruckert, the bottom of the lineup, can get something going here for our offense. All right, so the weekend slate: Alabama versus Tennessee, Arkansas versus Missouri, A&M versus Florida, Kentucky versus South Carolina, Oklahoma versus Auburn, LSU versus Mississippi State, Texas versus Vanderbilt, and Georgia versus Ole Miss. That's your weekend slate in the SEC coming up this weekend. LSU has to go on the road to face Mississippi State with no Jake Brown. That's going to be. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Here comes the pitch to Pearson, and that's a strike. 0-1. It's 0-1 here to John Pearson. Here comes the 0-1 to Pearson. Has a ground ball to short. Ooh, takes a bad hop and goes into left center. So Pearson's going to get on with probably a single. I don't think that's going to be an error. I think they just took a bad hop at the end. So yeah, now we're going to have Patrick. Here's a pitch to the plate. Snap throw back to. They go to Dave. Oh, no, he steals second. As Pearson steals second. That ball was way off target. So Pearson steals second. I got money on New Orleans. Huh? All right. I know LSU's not that good, but UNO's probably worse. All right, so 1-1 to count here to Patrick. The 1-1 is a swing and a miss. 1-2. And having Patrick and Ruckert in the bottom of the lineup, I don't know it. They haven't played much at all this season, so I don't know how much hitting they're going to do this. Here comes a 1-2. As Pearson's on at second. That's 2-2. Forget to move the runner over. So 2-2 here to Patrick. Pearson on at second base with the single and a stolen base. 2-2 is 3-2. All of a sudden now, Jones can't find the strike zone for UNO. Three-two pitch is a base hit down the line in right field. That's going to score a run as Pearson will come around third. And now the right fielder bobbles the throw, and that's going to allow Patrick to go to second. So it's going to be a double for Patrick, and it's 1-0 LSU. Yeah, he was going to get a double anyway out of that, regardless of the right fielder bobbling the ball. And that's going to bring up Rucker to the plate. So Patrick singles the other way. Yeah. All right, so Ruckert up. He looks to bunt, takes it for a ball. 1-0. So, so 102nd, nobody out. And the 1-0 is bunted straight up in the air. It's going to be an out. Bunted straight up in the air and one down. That's something that, yeah, I mean, Rutgers had very, very limited at bats, and I don't know about that anyway. I understand the philosophy there. So Stanfield at the plate, and the pitch is a swing to miss, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1, and he tried to bunt and chase it, 0-2. Yeah, if you're not bunting all the time, it's don't know what to freaking do. If you don't get any, I mean, Rucker don't play much. Here comes the 0-2. It's a swing to miss, 2 down. Like that, because we can't bunt the ball. There's 2 down. Rucker can't bunt. Stanfield can't bunt. 2 down, and Curiel's up. Well, Curiel's not going to bunt. Is it just me or does Stanfield just bat better when he's batting ninth? I have to go look at the stats on that. There's somewhere you can find that out. So Curiel at the plate. That ball's lifted to the left. That's gonna be the third out, and it is out number 3. So man, so LSU gets the first 2 guys on. One of them scores, then you get out. Yeah, Curiel was just uppercutting that swing. Uppercutting that swing. Oh, they actually have commercials on the this one. So 1-0 LSU over UNO. Yeah. All right. Forgot to tweet all that out. All right, so Fontenot is on to a great start so far. 3 innings pitched, 4 Ks, and 1 walk. Never heard of him. Southeastern 16. I don't know what that is. All right, so we got but should have a Riddick up. There's a foul back 0-1. 0-1 to count. Southeastern 16. I never heard of him. Heard of with the 0-1 strike 0-2. What's the one I'm thinking of? Not them. Somebody I'm thinking of that does SEC. He'll come to me in a minute, I think. Here comes the 0-2. That's found out of play. Well, there's been some fights in the hockey games tonight. There's been fights. All right, so 0-2 to count here to Riddick. Pitch is down low, 1-2. How can we blow it? We're not gonna blow this game. UNO stinks, man. I know we do too, but they're worse than we are. Here's a 1-2. That's 2-2. Here's a 2-2. There's gonna be a base hit. Right to right center. So Rick can get on with the lead off a single here in the fourth. Let's see if Fontenot's been pitching well the first 3 innings. We'll see if he can go 4. This is going to be and so Biddick gets on. We're going to have Rogers to the plate. And the pitch is a wild pitch. Fucking wild pitch. So you had to come here and say something like that and just blow the whole mojo we had going on here, Adam. Man. We had good mojo going on here, and you come in saying how we're going to blow this. All of a sudden, he gets up a single, then a wild pitch. Now we got time is called. Fucking wild pitch, man. We have 19 more wild pitches than Kentucky. I don't get it. We've had 60, right? And the season isn't over with. We're gonna throw like 90 at this point. And we're gonna end up throwing like 90 wild pitches. All right, we're gonna have what? Yeah, Rogers still at the plate. So Biddick is at second now. There's the 1-0. It's 2-0. So 2-0 to count here to Evan Rogers. 0 for 1. He flat out. Only time up. And there's 3-0. I guess Fontenot can throw 3 innings. That's it. That's his max. 3 innings, and then all of a sudden he can't throw a pitch. He can't throw a strike no more. The 3-0 is a strike. 3-1. So 3-1 coming to Rogers. And the pitch is not even close. Not even close. Not even close, man. We got warming up in the bullpen. Who's 30? What? Is that Garcia? So two on, nobody out are going to have Early at the plate. There's a ground ball up the middle. And Walker steps on the bag, and second goes to first. Double play. Man, 2 down. As Rucker with the double play. 2 down. Are they booing you? I don't have the volume turned up Plus, there's nobody there. Ain't nobody at the game. It's like dead. I was wondering if Ruckert was gonna step on the bag, but he did his job there. I mean, there's not many people there tonight. Here's a fly ball left field. That's hit well, and that is gone. Home run, line drive over in the left field wall, and it's 2-1 UNO. Man. Yeah, line drive home run over the wall, all the wall and left. What's Tiger Ranch saying? So Newman, not the Newman from Seinfeld, but Newman hits a homer. All right, we're gonna have Smith at the plate. Good thing for that double play ball. Good thing for the double play ball. The double play ball didn't happen, then it would have been a lot more runs than 2. But woulda, coulda, shoulda. Owen Smith grounded into a double play earlier. 2 pitches, strike 3 looking. That's gonna retire the side, but New Orleans gets two runs on that home run by Newman, and they lead 2-1 going to the bottom of the 4th. Yeah, Adam came in here and said something about how we're going to blow this, and then all of a sudden they give up a double and a wild pitch. It's like he come in here and say, how are we going to blow this? And what we do, we get a double, and then a wild pitch, then a double play, and then a home run. All right, man, so we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 2-1. New Orleans up. The silver and blue. They won't be silver and blue much longer. Once they become part of the LSU system again, they're changing their colors to purple and gold for some reason. I don't know why they don't just stay blue and silver. They've been blue and silver for freaking over 50 years. Why the fuck they changing it? Anyway. Yeah, I think that was Garcia was warming up. He's 30 at 34. I think that's Garcia. Yeah, Rizzy's 17, so. All right, let's see if we can get some hits and some runs. 2-3-0 for New Orleans, 1-2-0 for LSU. I guess we don't go out and play at Privateer Park anymore. They used to play LSU before Katrina. We used to play a game out there out by UNO. Here's a pitch of Aaron Beatty, and there's a strike on 1. And we would play a game against Tulane at Zephyr Field. So here's the 0-1. Missed those days. Going out to Zephyr Field, watching LSU play Tulane. Going out to the lakefront, they play UNO. So 1-1 coming to Aaron Beatty. That ball's ripped to left field, and that is it gone? It is! Bayou Blast for Cade Aaron Beatty, and it's 2-2. That was a line driver to left. As Aaron Beatty goes yard for a Bayou Blast. Man. It's now 2-2. Yeah. Let's get these bats hot. Bayou Blast. And we're gonna need them without Jake Brown. Without Jake Brown, so All right, so Aaron Brady goes a yard for a Bayou blast. That's going to bring up Milam to the plate. Here comes a pitch. There's a ball, 1-0. So Milam at the plate. Counts now 1-0. That ball will be fouled. 1-1. So Milam was 0 for 1 with a flyout, 6 homers, 23 RBIs, batting 280 on the season. Milam's average has been going the right way. And it's going to miss 2-1. You know his average was going really the wrong way. He just got hurt. Was Jake Brown. Jake Brown was getting close to at 300. He was higher than that about a month ago. Here's the 2-1. There's a foul, 2-2. So 2-2 to count coming to Milam. 2-2 pitch. It's 3-2. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Jake Brown was like, yeah, I thought maybe he'd be like 390 or 390 or something like that a month ago, but his average has been coming down a lot lately. Jake Brown, 3-2 pitch is fouled. So and for some reason they think that the fans like to hear that, but we don't like to hear that. Not when I join the game, not when the game's going on. Like maybe between innings, instead of showing a commercial, 3-2 pitch is gonna miss inside. Ball 4. Maybe like if there's a between the innings and there's no instead of taking a commercial break, interview a player for 30 seconds, a manager for 30 seconds, and then it's all right, time to start the inning. Instead of going to commercial, coming back, interviewing a guy when the guy on TV don't have to do nothing, just interview the player and the pitcher does the broadcasting for yourself. So anyway. Oh, I was so 420 yesterday. Yesterday was Monday? No. Did have crawfish Sunday. That's why I was didn't do the game. Crawfish boy. Meant to go live and I forgot. Meant to go like live for the crawfish boil. When we're doing the crawfish. I just totally forgot. And we started eating the crawfish. I said, shit, I forgot to go live. Oh well. Maybe next time. All right, so Cerna at the plate. Here comes a pitch. There's a strike on 1. Here comes the 0-1 to Cerna. And the 0-1 is a swing and a miss. 0-2. So 0-2 to count coming to the plate. And the 0-2 is a chopper back to the pitcher. Only plays the first, and there's 1 down. Only plays the first, 1 down. Mound goes to second. He made fettuccine. Probably not. Probably not, Paxton. So 1 out. We got York coming to the plate. So Zach York at the plate. Milam is at second. Can he just get a base hit to score a run? That's down low, 1-0. I mean, can York just get a base hit here and to drive home a run instead of popping out, striking out, walking? Here's a 1-0, 2-0. I know getting on base is cool and all that, but I like to see him get a freaking base hit here. So 2-0 to count to York. 2-0 to count to York. Mound on its second. And a pitch. That ball swung on center field, but going to be caught. 2 down. Milan going to go to third, and he's safe at. Here's a ground ball to third, and it's out number 3. So Pearson going to ground up the third base, and then there's that's it. I think OBS disconnected for a second. OBS doesn't like me. I wonder what causes OBS just to disconnect. I'd love to know. What causes it just to disconnect for no reason? Internet didn't drop. Internet didn't drop. Top of the 5th inning. 2-2 our score now. Wish I could send pictures in the chat. Yeah, you can't send pictures. What's going on in the sports world? You got the Celtics and the Sixers. The Sixers are up. Montreal and Tampa Bay are tied at 1 in the second period. And Buffalo and Boston's in the intermission. All right, so the LSU leads the all-time series with UNO 66-37. LSU's won the last 15 of 18 meetings. LSU won last year 11-1. Right, here goes Santiago Garcia on the mound now. It's Fontenot. Fontenot went 4 innings. I mean, it was decent. I thought it was a decent outing for Fontenot. All right, so Santiago Garcia, 27 Ks, 10 walks, ERA of 3.94 at 16 innings of work. So Garcia's pitching well lately. Some pitchers are pitching well lately, like Garcia, Fontenot. So well, Paulie's in the house. Be careful sending pictures. Somebody flip you the bird. The bird. Bird is the word. Remember, the bird is the word, Paulie. What's going on here? All right. All right, so get back to action is Garcia on the mound. 2-2 ball game here in the top of the 5th inning. And the pitch is a strike to Tidwell, 0-1. So Eli Tidwell's 0-for-1 with a strikeout. Oh, and 0-1 is he? Yeah, he went around 0-2. Now count moves to 0-2 here to Tidwell. 0-2 pitch is a foul ball. Yeah, there's not gonna be any games on ESPN with playoff hockey going around. Yeah, it's only on the app. Here's the 0-2. That's 1-2. LSU needs something to look forward besides next. Yeah. This season's over with. Swing and a miss. One down. I mean, this team isn't, you know, they're not winning in Omaha this year. Not with this lineup and this pitching staff. All right, so one down. So one down. Gonna have Cummings at the plate. That pitch is gonna miss high, 1-0. Here comes a 1-0. There's a 2-0. Yeah. 2-0 to count. Net. Biddy and Rue have destroyed that net that helps keep the mosquitoes in. Going in and out, in and out, in and out. Here's a 3-0. Oh, it hit him. I was going to say it hit him. Now we're going to have a discussion to see if he got hit by a pitch or did he foul it off. So we'll see. It sounded like it hit his wrist. A different sound when it hits the wrist than an aluminum bat. All right, so UNO had a runner on with one out. It's gonna bring up. Let's see. So Hoffman coming to the plate in the toss to first. Yeah, they are getting in. Yeah, but it's not that bad. Every so often one sneaks through, but it'd be a lot worse if there was nothing there. We have a door, but it just you put another protection to keep them coming in. Here's a pitch to the plate. There's a ball to Hoffman, 1-0. Yeah, without the this was open like it was before a few years ago, I'd be getting eaten up. All right, so now we got now we have a mound visit. Jay Johnson's coming out to talk to Garcia. If you grow sage and thyme, Smoke had a really bad team his last year here. The year before Maneri came. That was a real bad team that Smoke had. That didn't make the tournament. So that team didn't make the tournament. So a toss to first. So 2-0 to count. And the pitch is a back out of play. Yeah, a lot of things have gone wrong this year with the transfer portal not working out, players getting hurt, or I should say injured, where they can't, or they're gone for the year. Get the 2-1. That's 3-1. Which was low and in 3-1. Josh Hoffman's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 3-1 is all 4. I know, nobody's listening anyway. Only got like 8 people watching. All right, so there's 2 on, 1 out. And with Valentine to plate. And Valentine coming to the plate. So first and second, 1 down here for UNO. There's I guess that's a ball. Nice camera work. We got the sky cam from behind home plate. 1-0. Another camera angle. I have no idea why they show that. Here's a 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. So 1-1 count. And the pitch going to be hit to center field, but going to be caught as Curiel was playing a little shallow. 2 down. So 2 down. Then we're going to have Biddick up, who's probably their best hitter. Biddick he is their best hitter. All right, so first and second, 2 down. And the pitch is a wild pitch. Another wild pitch. That's our second one of the day. Wild pitch number 2. That's what I should do. I should do a shot for every wild pitch or pass ball. That's the next thing next game. I'm gonna do a shot for every wild pitch or pass ball. That's the only time I'll do a shot. Here comes a 1-0. And swing and a miss. 1-1. Man, it just why what is up with these wild pitches with this pitching staff this year? Here's a 1-1. That's 2-1. Yeah, I know, right? I am. I just don't understand why 2-1. That's 3-1. I mean, we all year long. I mean, of course, we lead the SEC in wild pitches and pass balls. 3-1. And he chased. That was ball 4. He chased that one. 3-2. Biddick helped us out there because that was ball 4. Here comes a 3-2. 3-2 pitch. It's a base hit. Center field. 2 runs are going to score. It's 4-2 Privateers. This was the best hitter. Now Garcia's out. I think Benj was warming up. I think Benj is coming in. Fucking wild pitch. Wild pitch puts both runners in scoring position. And what's Biddick do? Gets a base hit. Story. It's the story of the year, man. Every time every time we throw a wild pitch and get guys in scoring position, they get a base hit. Every time. Every time. Every time, man. No, I didn't think LSU was gonna go back to back. I never thought that. Even in the preseason when they were preseason number one and all that shit. I'm like, man, it's gonna be really tough for us to go back to back from what we lost last year. But I really didn't think that we'd be, third to last in the SEC, leading the league in wild pitches and pass balls, being so bad defensively we can't field. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. So, all right. So Connor Bench, a senior from Montgomery, Texas. They're like better players. No, LSU has better players. They're just LSU's just not. They don't do anything right, man. The Connor Bench is 1-0 in an ERA of 9, 10 strikeouts, no walks. And he has an ERA of 9. That just blows my mind. Well, he's getting up 9 hits in 5 innings. Oh, there's a stat I wanted to see. 9 hits in 5 innings. That's why his ERA is 9. All right, we got Rogers to plate. Here comes a pitch. And that's another wild pitch. Or is it a pass ball? Does it matter? Does it matter if it's a pass ball or a wild pitch? Does it matter if it's a pass ball or wild pitch? I mean, I know it goes on the stat on the pitch of the catcher, but it's still a combined stat that LSU is freaking leading the SEC in. Oh, and that's what we need. We need a perfect halftime speech. But do I have to go do it? All right, so 1-0 to count. Runner at second base now. Here comes a pitch. It's 2-0. Fucking real, man. Yeah, I said I should do a shot every wild pitch. I'm not doing that. 2-0. Oh, that was a swing and miss. That was ball 3. Chase that one. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't decide that, Randall. And UNL is helping us out this inning a little bit. They're chasing pitches out the zone. Bench is another ball. I guess he was trying to pitch before the batter was ready. 3-1 pitch. And there's ball 4. Oh, man. Maybe LSU needs a shot. Maybe they do. Every game is something different, man. All right, who got played? We got Curly at the plate. Hope this is Three Stooges Curly. Where's Ship? There's a strike. 0-1. Where's Ship at? Here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a miss. 0-2. Ah, man. Mosquito. Damn mosquito. Here comes the 0-2. That's down low, 1-2. All right. All right. So 1-2 to count here to Hurley. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. There's out number 3. Man. So Curley strikes out. That's going to retire this side. But UNO takes the lead on Biddick's 2-run single. We'll go to the bottom 5th. It's UNO 4, LSU 2. Man. Oh, wait, man. Maybe I should do the softball game this weekend instead of LSU baseball. Maybe I should do the softball game and instead of LSU baseball. Maybe. I don't know. Man, this team just does not do little things well at all, man. And the wild pitch has just been horrible, man, all year long. All right, we're in the bottom of the 5th inning, and it's 4-2 UNO. Mesquite have a better chance of winning the Super Bowl than the Lions. That's probably right. So Luke Heimel from Garyville, Louisiana. He's 1-0 in the ERA 1.62, 10 Ks, 11 walks. A lot of walks, Luke. 11 walks to 10 strikeouts. That's not what you want to see if you're a pitcher. Email. It's going like a Boston 1-0 for Buffalo, and Montreal and Tampa Bay are tied at 1. We're gonna have we got Patrick. As Patrick had an RB, he hit an RBI last time up. He got a double to right field and got a score and drove in a run. That was his first RBI of the season for William Patrick. So he's 1-for-1 with an RBI double. He's going to get a lot of playing time now since Jake Brown is gone. Here comes the pitch to... Now he tries a bunt. Back to the pitcher. Throws the first. Got him. 1 down. Nice pick by the first baseman. 1 down. 1 down. Good to like see Rizzy get some action. I'm sure Rizzy will be out there at some point. Jay loved him some Rizzy. All right, so we got Ruckert. Yeah, Ruckert had a nice double play ball earlier. Fielding double play. There's a strike on 1. Yeah, I think you're gonna see Rizzy. Rucker's 0-for-1 with a foul out. He's batting 188. That's very limited action. That ball's lifted to right field for a base hit. Hey, 1-out single there for Ruckert. Gonna bring up Stanfield to the plate. Oh yeah, that's the thing now in collegiate sports. You got to have a general manager. That's just wild to me. You got to have a GM now in college athletics. They gotta manage the money. Put my fans on here outside. It helps out a little bit. It's kind of muggy out here, plus it blows the mosquitoes. Any kind of mosquitoes that get in, it blows them around. Oh, we got Harden to play. There's a pinch hitter. Harden at the plate. That's a ball 1-0. As Stanfield has exited the game. We got Harden to come and play left field. Hopefully Stanfield's not tweak something. So 1-0 to count to Harden. The pitch is a foul, 1-1. But 1-1 to count to Harden. Yeah, Stanfield is in the dugout, so. So 1-1 to come to the plate. Runner at first base. No, throw to first. And chase Ruckert back. And chase Ruckert back. Alright. So 1-1 to Harden. Oh, no. Throw to first again. Going to first again. Alright. So 1-1 to Harden. Email delivers the 1-1. That's foul back, be 1-2. Talent and experience. Oh, yeah, because it's teams want to go now for those, those 1-year mercenaries, and high school recruiting is just to fill holes. Seems like for depth purposes. It's the other way around now. Seems like you fill your roster out with the frickin' and with the transfer portal. So 1-2 coming to Harden. And the pitch is a swing and a miss. 2 down. That's just what it seems like nowadays. Seems like it's kind of trending that way, where the high school talent you get are just like for depth purposes. And you go out in the transfer portal and you get 40 players in the transfer portal to start. So it's what it seems like it's going down. All right, so Curiel's up. We got 2 down and 1 on here in the 5th. The pitch is a base hit left field. Say when Curiel tries to get singles and hit the ball the other way, he's really good at it. When he tries to uppercut and do this exit velo shit, he pops it up. But when he tries to hit the ball the other way and get on base, he gets singles most times. But sometimes I find him trying to uppercut it and do that exit velo shit. And he's not a home run hitter. I mean, he's not. All right, we got Aaron Beatty at the plate. And the pitch is a ball 1-0. So 1-0 to count here to Cade Aaron Beatty. See if he can get a hold of one again. Here's a 1-0. That's 2-0. Pitch going to miss down low. 2-0 here to Cade Aaron Beatty, who had a solo homer his last time. That was his 11th on the season. He's batting .314. He's driven in 28 runs. And the 2-0 is a 3-0. 3-0 to count here to Aaron Beatty. Dangerous to walk him. Then Milam's kind of played. Milam's been hitting the ball well. There's ball 4. Bases are loaded. Bases are loaded. And we're going to have Milam to the plate. Yeah, I don't know the rules on that. I think you can sign anybody anytime. They just can't enter the portal. I'm not really sure on that nowadays. I think the portal closes and nobody else can come out, but you can sign anybody anytime. I really don't know the rules on that. They tweaked them and changed them with shit like that. All right, so bases are loaded here for Milam. I got we had Thomas call, but yeah, I have to go read up the rules on the transfer portal because they change the fucking rules all the time. But I think you can go get players out the portal any time, but I think I don't know, and players just can't come out the portal or go in after a certain date. I don't know. It who knows? Even those rules can be broken. So base is loaded from Milam, and there's a strike on one. I mean, even if the portal was closed, you can sue the NCAA and say, I want to be in a portal and probably win. So, all right, so 0-1 here to Milam. And the pitch is a foul ball, 0-2. So quickly 0-2 to count here to Milam. Bases are loaded. This is a spot where LSU has struggled to get a timely hit in. So they've struggled this year. Hopefully I just jinxed UNO there. Here's the 0-2 to Milam. That's away and low, 1-2. So 1-2 to count. 1-2 to Milam. As Email delivers. There's a ground ball right side. It's a fair ball. The first baseman, what was he doing? That's going to score runs. The first baseman just thought the ball was foul, and it might clear the bases. It's going to be a two-run double. First baseman just gave up on the ball like it was foul. Man, it's about time somebody else has some bad defense. And the first baseman just gave up on the ball. I have no idea what the hell he was doing there. That could have been the third out if he feels the ball and just steps on the bag. But I'm glad that somebody else can't field. All right, we got Cerna at the plate. So a double for Milam. There's a strike on one. That's the name of the game now, Paxton. Until they change the rules otherwise, that's the name of the game. So, that ball's going to be fouled. How to play 1-2. Yeah, the first baseman, I guess he thought the ball was foul, and he really didn't go after it, but that's why you just field it anyway if it's foul. So, yeah. It's about time we have something go our way in that aspect. Here comes the 0-2 to Cerna. That's a foul. Stays 0-2. Yeah, Paxton, that's the rules now in college football. Just go sign a whole football team in the offseason. Until they change that rule, teams are going to do that every year. LSU did. Here's a ball 1-2. We'll see if they win. But LSU got a whole bunch of players in the transfer portal this past season. So, all right. So 1-2 coming to Cerna. 1-2 pitch is going to be another base hit to center field. This is going to score 2 runs, and LSU is going to take the lead 6-4. Man, so that error by the first baseman has now cost them 4 runs. Man. I should say the mental error by the first baseman. I think he came on this inning. Let's see if this shows. He's at 21 pitches, it says. He's thrown 21 pitches this inning. But he should have been out, but yeah. No, he should have been out. He should have been out the inning, but the first baseman had a mental error and didn't field the ball. Now it's cost them 4 runs. With 6-4 LSU up over UNO now. We're gonna have a no pitching change. Email is gonna stay in the game for UNO. Yeah, they just had a mound visit, but they need to go visit the first baseman and knock some sense into the first baseman. Yeah, it's already getting that way, man. When's the last time you heard somebody who didn't make the grades on an ACT test and shit like that? Academics don't mean nothing right now. All right, so York is 0 for 2. He's at the plate. Here comes a pitch. That's 1-0. Academics already don't mean anything. I remember, in the early 2000s, players not getting a 17 on the ACT, and they gotta fight their way to get into school. Nowadays, you don't hear about that anymore. It's a strike 1-1. So 1-1 here to York. And the pitch is come on, swing the bat, 1-2. Used to have, they call it, was it gray shirts, I think it used to be called. That's how they got around that shit. Some schools. All right, so 1-2 to York. And the pitch is down low, 2-2. Runner goes to second and steals second. So Cerna going to steal second base. Man. So Cerna steals second. So 2-2 to count here to York. Can York just get a base hit and drive home a run? The pitch is 3-2. Yeah, that's what Rue says, Paulie. So 3-2 to count here to York. And the pitch is ball 4. Well, York will get on with a walk. I don't know why they don't pick. York does a really good job getting on base with walks. I'll give him that. He does have a very high on base percentage, but I don't know why people don't challenge him and try to get him to swing, because he probably will strike out. All right, so York is on base. Now we're going to have Pearson do up. No, we're not. We're gonna have a pinch hitter. I know they didn't. Yeah, I know they didn't bring York in to walk. You're right. But yeah, you're right, Randall. They didn't bring him here to walk. He's not he's not a leadoff hitter that you get on base and you steal bases with and stuff like that. But he does walk a lot. I don't know why pitchers just don't challenge him more, because he really doesn't. He does a good job at times not chasing pitches. So we got Mason Braun at the plate. Here comes the pitch. That's a 1-0. So Braun, I guess they're going to bring in Braun to play third. Yeah, that was the thought process of but here's a 1-0. There's a strike 1-1, but he wasn't. I don't think he was going to be a home run hitter like Jones was. I don't. That was just wishful thinking. All right, so 1-1 hitter Braun. There goes Rue. I hear something. I got to bark at it. Here's a 1-1. That ball's lifted to left field, and it's going to be a base hit. Man. And another one's going to score, right? It's kind of score. It does score. 7-4. Boy, UNO has had some shitty fielding this inning. First baseman should have gotten that ball down the line, but he thought it was foul, I guess, and didn't go get it. UNO's had some shitty fielding this inning. About time somebody else has some shitty fielding besides us. And fixes in, yeah. Now remember, UNO is about to be LSU. So, pitching change for LSU. So, yeah, the call was made in. They got to lose this game. UNO does. Come on, Rube. William Andrade will come pitch here for UNO. So, is it May something, huh? I think it's. I don't think it's next weekend, but I think it's the weekend after next. Midweek game. It's not. It's not next week. I think it's not next week, but the weekend after the Tuesday after that. I think. I think it is. Houston Texans, Cleveland Browns. What do I win? So we got Patrick at the plate. There's a strike on one. What do I win? Houston Texans, Cleveland Browns. Do I win a steak dinner? Oh yeah, the Jaguars. You said three other teams. I only named two. Yeah, the Jaguars. You said name three. I named two, so I didn't win nothing. I guess I was close. Here's a 1-1. It's a wild pitch. Runners move up. I see why UNO is 17-25. I see why UNO is 17-25. They're really bad, man. It's sad, man. UNO used to have a really good baseball program. All right, so 2-1 here to Patrick. The pitch is they hit him. And that would hit him. Get rated. Chopper. So Patrick gets hit. Now Rucker comes to play. Ooh, hit him right on the side of the leg, right by the knee. It had to hurt. So when you said name three, you said besides Detroit, name the three other teams. I forgot there was 4 total. So I would have got the Jaguars if I would have thought about it. We got Zach Ruckert had a single earlier. He's 1 for 2. And a pitch. It's going to be a ball 1-0. Come on, Ruckert. So 1-0 to count. Ah, we're in New Jersey. It's a strike 1-1. Not really, but no, it's Kate Anderson. But it is your number. So 1-1 to count hitter Ruckert. See, my jersey has a name on the back. They don't have names. They're like the Yankees. These jerseys. Oh, it's a wide. The ball gets away, and runner will score. So it's another wild pitch. A runner will score. It's 8-4. I think he even swung at it. I don't think he fouled it. Oh, it bounced off his leg. That's what happened. Did he? That was a weird play. The ball was in the dirt, went off his leg, but he swung at it. What's the rule on that? What's the rule on that? What is the rule on that? I mean, that he check swing when he went around, then the ball was in the dirt, hit his leg, then the ball got away. And there's got to be a rule on that. It hit the batter. What's the rule on that? I don't know the rule on that. No. But let's see what the rule is here. Because he did swing at it. He went around, but the ball hit him. It's got to be a strike, but not a strikeout. But then the ball hit the batter. Yeah, so I don't know the rule on that. So there's got to be a rule in that scenario somewhere in the baseball rule book. There's got to be a rule somewhere of what that means. What the rule is. Does it mean it's just a strike and everybody goes back to their base because the ball hit the batter? So we'll see. Right now it's 8-4, but I'm gonna wait to change the score until the umpires make their decision. LSU scored it 6 times here in the 5th. LSU plays Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I know he swung at that pitch. Okay, so so the rule was that he did get hit by the pitch, so which means everybody has to go back to their bag, and he did swing at it, so it is a strike, so it's 1-2, so 1-2, bases loaded here for to Ruckert. The pitch is in the dirt, 2-2. The swing takes precedent. Well, they said he swung at it. They gave him a strike, but then the ball hit him. That means the ball's dead. 2-2 pitch. There's a base hit. Base hit right field. So we might get 2 runs home, and we do get 2 runs home. It's 9-4. And so Ruckert gets the single to right field, and it's now 9-4. Man. 2 out at bats here. 9-4 now. Hey, I feel like doing a shot for that. We scored 7 runs in an inning. We got 7 runs in an inning. Man, that's shot worthy. All right, we're still going. We're still going. So we got Harden at the plate, and the pitch is a strike on 1. Yeah, good things happen. Wait, what happened? Wait, why is somebody out of the plate? What the hell we did there? Did we try to steal home and they didn't? Did we just try to steal home? Did we just try to steal home and didn't happen? Why are we trying to? Why? Why would you do that? I don't know, but that. Why? Why would you even? Why would you even do that when you're up 9-4 and you swing the bat well? That's just dumb. Dumb baseball by Jay Johnson. Yeah. The first baseman for the UNO Privateers cost them 7 runs this inning. That was dumb, man. Jay Johnson overthinks things sometimes. But why? Why would you even do that? Hit the ball well. Hit the ball well, and you do something stupid like that. You try to steal home. Who do you think that? You think of Ricky Henderson? Was that Ricky Henderson? If that was Ricky Henderson, then I would say okay, steal home. Or Willie Mays Hayes. Yeah, Willie Mays Hayes or Ricky Henderson are the only 2 guys that I want to steal home on. That's it. That's it. Ricky Henderson and Willie Mays Hayes. All right. Got Cooper Williams on the mound. 1-1, ERA at 7.36. Oh, man. Oh, man. Man. Anyway. That was just dumb, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm glad we're up about 5 runs. Here comes pitch to the plate. That's going to be a ball, 1-0. I mean, we're going to have Newman at the plate. Here's a 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. So Cruz Newman had a 2-run homer earlier for UNO. That ball's ripped up the middle for a base hit. Man, as even Monster Milam couldn't get to that one. That was a really good hit by Newman. Newman, not the Newman from Seinfeld. Man. We're at 6. Here comes a pitch to Smith, and there's a ball. So we play Georgia, Mississippi State, Florida, and South Carolina, I believe. There's a 1-0. That ball's crushed to left, but it's foul. Yeah, because we're 6-12 right now. They play Mississippi State. I think we play South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida, I believe. Georgia and Mississippi are tough. Here's a 1-1. And it's a foul back out of play. We should take 2 out of 3 from SC. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5, 6 more wins. 12. 12 at the most. I'll say 12 at the most. The 1-2. Swing the miss. 1 down. Yeah, if we do that, we'll have 12 of them. It and this weekend is big. We got at least win. We can't get swept against Mississippi State. But look, we don't have Jake Brown, man. I mean, that's not having Jake Brown's big for this lineup. So I don't know, man. This team is so erratic. But so 1-0 to count as Williams will come set. And the pitch is 2-0. Boy, if we get swept by Georgia and Mississippi State, that's going to be pretty bad, man. What's going on in hockey? Montreal up over Tampa Bay 2-1. Philadelphia and the Sixers up over Boston. They're in the 4th period. Well, it's about to be over with. And I know the Sabres are playing the Bruins, but it's on timeout. Yankees up 4-0 over the Red Sox. Ooh, that would be bad. 9-21 would be bad. Even 11 wins is bad. Let's just go along the little higher end and say they get to 11. That's bad. All right, so 2-0 to count. And the pitch going to be a foul. 2-2. So 2 up. I'm sure they did in some point in their history. I had to go look back at Smoke. I'm sorry, Smoke Laval's last year. They were really bad his last year here. But you might have to go, pre-Skip Burtman to find 7 straight SEC losses. I don't know. So Lakers tonight. I'd have to. That'd be a deep dive. 2-2 pitch, and Spo the ball 3. Runner goes to second. He's gonna be out. He's out. So caught stealing. 2 down. Is that what ChatGPT said? So 2 down. I mean, this guy slid. Didn't even make it to second base. There's a swing and a miss. There's strike number 3, out number 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 9-4 LSU. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think we were going back to back this year, Randall. I mean, everybody was saying, "Oh, this is going to be Jay's best team ever," and I just did not think this team was going to go back to back because it hasn't happened, man, since like 2010, 2011. So the odds were against them going back to back, but I didn't think that we'd be struggling to make a regional. I didn't think that was going to happen. I didn't think that we'd be leading the SEC in wild pitches and pass balls by 20. I didn't think that we'd be, third to last in the SEC. I didn't think that our fielding would be so horrible as it is. That I didn't see. I thought this team would. I thought this team's ceiling would probably be the super regionals, but fuck, man, how we if we only win 10, 11 games in the SEC, we're not making a regional. I don't care about our name. There'll be other worthy teams that should be in if they put us in. If we go and win, only 4 more SEC games. If we don't win another series the rest of the season, if we lose 2 out of 3 to Mississippi State, 2 out of 3 to South Carolina, 2 out of 3 to Georgia, 2 out of 3 to Florida. I mean, we're still there's no way that we're going to be in the tournament if we do that. There's no way. Yeah, it looks like the Sixers beat the Celtics. Red Sox are losing to the Yankees. Oh, they lost to the Yankees. And what's going on with the Bruins and the Sabres? We got Caraway batting. Here's a pitch. There's a ball, 1-0. Could be a bad night could be a bad night to be a Boston fan. Celtics lost, the Red Sox lost, and I don't know about the Bruins. Yeah, did you see Georgia scored like 30 runs against Arkansas last weekend, or close to 30. All right, so 1-1 to Caraway, and the pitch is a strike, 1-2. We have to go to Georgia, so we might not win a game at Georgia. Tell you, losing Jake Brown is big for this offense. 1-2 pitch is 2-2. I know that Jake Brown's average has been going down lately, but he's still important for this offense. 2-2 pitch. That ball's ripped foul because we have nobody else. We have nobody else that hits home runs. Besides, there's nobody else that can do what he does, hitting homers. So, and losing Cooper Moore has been big for this pitching staff. We've been saying that since he got hurt against Oklahoma. 2-2 is upstairs, 3-2. And something told me in the back of my mind that Cooper Moore was not going to pitch again with that triceps injury. Swing and a miss. 1 down as Caraway strikes out. One down. We got Curiel coming to plate. And here comes the pitch. That's inside, 1-0. Curiel's 1 for 3 with a single. The pitch is 2-0. 2-0 to count. I like this multi-view with YouTube TV. It's like awesome. The 2-0 pitch is fouled. 2-1. I had to have both hockey games on at the same time on other TV. I love the multi-view with YouTube TV. I'll probably never get rid of YouTube TV because of that feature that they have. I don't think Hulu has that. So 2-1 to count here to Curiel. Got 1 out, nobody on in the 6th. 9-4 LSU. And the 2-1 is grounded right side. And 2 down. But I'm thinking about if Randall's still here. Yeah, I thought about going to the Tulane game as well. But no, Tulane sucks this year, man. I mean, uh, wish they were worth a shit. Here's the pitch to Beatty. There's a swing and a miss. What happened to the advertisements behind home plate? They don't have the LSU don't have no advertisements running behind home plate. I used to go. I used to go when I used to play at Zephyr Field. Uh, when they used to play at Zephyr Field, like for the midweek game, not the super regional. They used to play like once a year at Zephyr Field. I would go to it. LSU used to play UNO once every year out by Zephyr Field, and then once the baby cakes once they left, uh, baby cakes. 2-1 pitch, swing to miss, 2-2. I never called them that. They were always the Zephyrs to me. I quit going to games once they changed it. Once they freaking changed it into a little girl softball team. 2-2 pitch. That's gonna be 3-2. Yeah, right. It was a Wally Pontiff Classic. Right. He used to play like one game out in Zephyr for that. 3-2 pitch, and it's ball 4. And I was always packed when LSU played Tulane or LSU played UNO or when Tulane played UNO, because in those times UNO and Tulane had really good baseball teams. I mean UNO was going to regionals back in the 80s and the 90s. They were good. I mean they had Tulane was good under Rick Jones. All right, so Milam at the plate. The pitch is a ball 1-0. I wish Tulane would get back being worth his shit in baseball. So 1-0 to Milam. The pitch is 2-0. They had that coach that that was at Tulane, and he was good at Tulane for 2 years, then went to Texas, couldn't do shit at Texas. Tulane might want to bring him back. Here's 2-0 to Milam. That's a late call, 2-1. Paxton was here. Was it Pierce? I think his last name was Pierce. Coached for Tulane for 2 years. They went to the regionals, I think, twice. Then he went to Texas, and then he got fired at Texas. There's a ground ball, and it could those just step on the bag at second, and Aaron Beatty's out. We'll go to the 7th, and it's 9-4 LSU. Yeah. Tiger Rant's probably according to Alexa, you need to establish a consistent high-level pitching, improve overall batting consistency, with roster stability with their lineup. Yeah, that's probably what you need, man. I guess it's easier said than done. With all this revenue sharing and NIL, you would think a school like Tulane will be able to put up some money for their programs. I mean, they better do it for football. I mean, I think their football team is going to take a really tremendous step back from what they've been under Willie Fritz and Sumrall. I think Tulane's football is going to take a really major step back this season. So 4-5-0 for UNO, 9-9-0 for LSU. LSU is 5 for 10 with runners in scoring position. That's been something that's been one of our one things that we don't do until tonight. Okay, a new pitcher for LSU. New pitcher for LSU. I think it's Lockenmeyer going to come in. Lockenmeyer's from Eagan, Minnesota, sophomore, lefty. 1-0, ERA of 5.79, six strikeouts, 2 walks. Only in 4 2/3 innings of work for Lockenmeyer. Seems like he pitches. It seems like he pitches every weekend. How can he only have 4 innings of work? I guess if you only pitch a half inning or inning, a third of an inning here, a third there, 2/3 here, it doesn't add up as much you think it does. So Lockenmeyer in relief for LSU here in the 7th. It's 9-4 Tigers. Hopefully we can close this game out, these next 9 outs, and hope we can do that. Heather's in the house. Heather must be busy tonight. Heather hasn't been here much. That's all right though. Right, so we had Cummings to the plate. Here comes the pitch. There's a strike. 0-1. So Cummings at the plate here for UNO. And the 0-1 going to miss. I know it sucked that Jake Brown got hurt, and also Cooper Moore, that they're out for the season. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Well, the Bruins are up 3-0 over Buffalo, so maybe Boston will have something to celebrate because of the Celtics lost and the Red Sox lost. But the Bruins are up now 4-0 over Buffalo. Here's 1-2 pitch, strike 3 looking. On the outside corner as Cummings is down on strikes. And there's 1 down here in the... I think Stanfield bats better in the 9-hole, man. 9-hole. Randall, I have to go. I have to go in a deep dive on the stats, but I think Stanfield has done better when he's batting in the 9-hole. And I don't know why. I don't know. I have to go look. I have to do a deep dive on the stats. Swing and a miss. 0-1. So Josh Hoffman, 0-for-1 with a walk for UNO. 6 RBIs, no homers, batting 229. The 0-1 being missed low. Yeah, sucks that injuries, man. But this team wasn't gonna go to Omaha the way that all the mistakes that they've done. Lockenmeyer is pitching. The lefty, Lockenmeyer. All right, so 1-2 to count here to Hoffman. Here comes the 1-2. 1-2 pitch. The ball gets away, and they got to go to first to complete the out, and they're not going to do it. We strike them out, and they still get to first base. Oh, Tulane did win. They won today. Tulane won tonight. Tulane won tonight. Good for them. So a drop third strike, and he still gets on base. That's just our season. That's our season, man. That is our season. The Florida Panthers, no, they did not. Did not. The Florida Panthers in hockey did not make the playoffs. After winning back-to-back Stanley Cups, they yeah. So we strike the batter out, and he's still in first base because we dropped the third strike. That's a microcosm of our season. Here's a pitch to the plate, and that's 1-0. That is just our season. Randall, Paulie, Heather. So Valentine at the plate. So 1-0, and that ball's gonna be a line out to the left. As Braun with a nice diving catch. 2 down. Man. Yeah, Panthers won 2 in a row. I didn't think he was gonna catch that. I thought that was going to get down for a base hit. Nice catch by the left fielder, Braun. So 2 down, 1 at first. Man. I think it's is it Biddick back up? You mean at first base? Probably so. But they went out and got York. They had to play him because they spent money on him. Here's a pitch. There's a strike. It is Biddick at the plate. But yeah, probably so. Braun should have been starting, a lot earlier. But they spent money on York. Stanfield was returning starter. So I get it. That ball's in the dirt. Ooh, we got, man. Boy, there's been some fights in these hockey games tonight. There's been now that there's more fights in the Boston-Buffalo game. So 1-1 to count. And the pitch is 2. I remember when he hit the home run against Milwaukee in his first at bat. I'm like, damn, man. York might be York might be a replacement for Jared Jones. 2-1 pitch is 3-1. I really thought, I said, York might hit 20 homers this year. Here's a 3-1 to Biddick. That's gonna be it's a strike, 3-2. You thought that was ball 4. Yeah, ever since my cruise, ever since I went on a cruise and came back, LSU baseball has been ass. 3-2 pitch is strike 3 looking. Well, I don't know what you come on, batter. That's a strike. Those last 2 pitches were strikes. So that's going to retire this side. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 9-4 Tigers. They did early on. LSU looked really, really good, man. They did. After that, when they went to Jacksonville and they played whoever the fuck, I forgot who the fuck they played because I was on the cruise. Yeah, I mean they looked really good, and then they came back and they lost to was it McNeese? And they've been asked ever since. I think it's McNeese we lost to when we came back from the cruise. So. Yeah, they looked really good early in the season. And then all of a sudden, man, it's like I don't know, something happened and they that's why we lost that series to Sacramento State. That's right. And remember, remember we lost to a team called Northeastern. Remember we lost to Northeastern. We were making jokes about them being the Red Sox. Uh, well, they all can't. We can't. You can't win every year, Heather. But I just didn't think this team would struggle as much as they have this year with certain aspects in the game. Fielding, uh, situational hitting, uh, wild pitches and pass balls have been just horrible this year. So 4-5-0 for UNO, 9-9-0 for LSU. LSU put a 7 spot up in this fifth. And now we got Luke Lissette from Brandon, Mississippi on the mound here for UNO. 3-0, Area 4, 25 K, 16 walks. Oh, Tulane is tied with Southern Miss. Okay. That's what they're playing tonight? Southern Mississippi? Yeah, I'm watching hockey. Watching Montreal and they're playing shit. Just had it on the screen. Where'd it go? LSU should not be struggling to make a regional. Come on, frickin' TV. Fuck, man. The Lightning. So Cern at the plate, swing and a miss. 0-1. We could win a game against Texas A&M. Here comes the 0-1 to Cerna. That's going to be 1-1. I'm watching Montreal and Tampa Bay. We got a goal by the Lightning. The Lightning just scored. I think the Lightning just scored. Where's Eagle Fan at? Here's the 1-1 is popped up center field and making a catch. 1 down. Yeah, that happens. It's very rare that a team wins, even though they don't get a hit, but it has happened before. Imagine that. You don't get a hit, but you win. What game was that, Randall? I didn't see that tonight. So York is over 2 with a walk. Come on, York, do something. There's a swing in a center field going back, and that is me caught. It dies in center field. I was getting excited there. I was getting excited for York. Two down. And I was hoping that York, I've only seen him hit 2 home runs. One was against Milwaukee, and that was one some time ago. Oh no, it was a midweek game. He hit 2. Was it Louisiana Tech? He hit 2 home runs against Tech. And I think that's it. That's only 3 home runs I've seen him hit this year. And I've been watching LSU baseball all season, outside of the when they went to Jacksonville and all that kind of shit. So Braun's 1 for 1 with an RBI single. And the 0-1 is down low, 1-1. Ready for the draft on Thursday? It's the NFL draft on Thursday. So 1-1 here to Braun. And the pitch is a strike, 1-2. So 1-2 here to Braun. Yeah, I can't wait to see the Saints draft. I'm really excited. 1-2 pitch. And it hit him. And it hit him. Uh, Pittsburgh, I mean, like, beats a ranked team 23-1. But, ouch. Ouch is right. All right, so 2 out and 1 on here in the 7th. And I guess they're going to come and make sure Braun's all right. Make sure he's all right. Oh, you like the Rams? Oh my God! I'm gonna time you out. Oh, Lightning just scored again, or no? That was other goal earlier. Come on. Hate when they do that. We got Patrick at the plate, and the pitch is a strike 0-1. So William Patrick, he's 1 for 2 with a double. He's got hit by a pitch. He's an RBI double. So he's got a good start tonight for him. Here's the 0-1. Oh, yeah, that's not a good swing. 0-2. He got fooled on that pitch. That pitch was up, and away. Or up and in, I should say. 0-2. But he swung at it. All right, so 0-2 coming to Patrick. And the pitch is down low, 1-2. Wait, did we get thrown out second? Did we try to steal second and get thrown out? Yep. Yep. Yeah, we tried to steal second and get thrown out. Okay, we'll go to the 8th. It's 9-4 Tigers. Man. All right, we'll go. All right, only got 6 more outs left, unless you can get a victory. And to get a victory. Heather, you excited? Get 6 more outs of a victory. We'll win. We'll win a game. So we need 6 more outs. Hopefully you get these 6 outs. And get back in the win column. Get back in the win column. Oh, Nussmeier? Yeah, hopefully Nussmeier can. I think he'll get drafted. He'll probably go round 3, probably. If I had to guess, he might go. He might go second. I mean, shit, you never know. You never know. You never knew. Yeah, I mean, we came out that was injured last year, which everybody kind of figured he was injured last year. That was affecting him throwing the football down the field. So 4-5 is 0 for New Orleans, 9-0 for Louisiana State University. As we're going to the 8th inning. We're going to have Rogers at the plate. The pitch is a ball 1-0. So Rogers walked twice already. That's down low, 2-0. Down low, 2-0. So 2-0 coming to the plate. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-1 to count. 2-1, 3-1. So 3-1 to count. That's not even close. Ball 4. Not even close. Yeah, so Rogers has walked for the third time tonight for UNO. So LSU's got some activity in their bullpen. We need 6 total if you want to include the 8th and the 9th. Throw the first. So Curley at the plate. Where's Mo and Larry and Shimp? You got Curley at the plate. So Lockenmeyer will come set. No, another snap though to first. Chase for runner back. And the pitch is a strike. Finally gets the ball behind the zone, 0-1. The 0-1 is they go around. They're gonna say yes, 0-2. Quickly 0-2 to count here to Curley. Lockenmeyer comes set. 0-2 pitch. That's going to be up and in 1-2. Up and in 1-2. They got Utah's playing Vegas. Forgot Utah has got a hockey team. Where's Kelly at? Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. 1 down. Not really. Not. They're not really standing over the plate like batters used to. All right, so 1 out and 1 on. We're going to have Newman coming to the plate. So Newman coming to the plate. And the pitch, nope, those snap throw to first. Snap to the first. And the pitch is a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Oh and 1 the count as Lockenmeyer comes set. And the 0-1 is a strike 0-2. Oh, and 2 to count. Yeah, chin music used to be a pitch that pitchers wanted to throw to back batters off the plate. Nowadays, you probably get thrown out the game for doing chin music. So 0-2 to count. Here comes the 0-2. That ball's hit out of play. So 0-2 to count. Lockenmeyer comes set. And the 0-2 is a strike 3 looking. 2 down. We have a pitching change. I might have a pitching change here. For LSU. We doing a pitching change or not? We are having a pitching change. Right back. Whew. We got Zion on the mound. All right. Zion with Diopoulos on the mound here for LSU. That was a quick pitching change. Man. Usually they anyway. Here comes the 1-2. There's a foul. We'll do it again. So 1-2 to count. So 1-2 coming here to Smith. The 1-2 is 2-2. 2-2 to count. So 2 down, runner at first here for UNO. The 2-2 pitch from Zion at the plate. Going to be foul. We'll do it again. There's Ratchet. All right, so 2-2 to count. Remember, he killed a bird. And did he go around? No. 3-2. Remember Randy Johnson killed a bird when he threw the pitch? And the bird flew like right in the path of the ball at the same time and he hit it? That was like, how, man? That was like, what are the odds of that happening? All right, so 3-2 coming to the plate here to Smith. And Zion will come set. The pitch is a foul. We'll do it again. You liked Thatcher Hurd came up big in the College World Series against Florida that last game. So, all right, so 3-2 to count. The pitch is popped back on a play. Gets popped back on a play. So 2 down, runner first. Here for UNO. And the pitch is ball 4. Jesus Christ, man. That was ball 4. Going to bring up Tidwell to the plate. LSU's walked 6 batters tonight, which is still not good. That's a problem. You know, when you're going to face a really good hitting team and you walk 6 batters, you're gonna get screwed. Luckily, Light hasn't bit us in the ass yet. Here's a pitch to the plate. Going to be foul back on 1. Got a new hitter here, Caden Irvin from Gautier, Mississippi. Or Gaucher. The Gaucher? I think it's Gaucher. I think they pronounce it Gaucher over there. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Gautier's address, huh? Yeah, Gautier's address. That's Gaucher. We got 0-2 to count. Here comes the 0-2. 0-2 pitch is a line out to short. As Milam is there to grab it, and that's going to retire the side. So we'll go bottom 8, and it's still 9-4 LSU. And now I'm going to go use the restroom. Back in a minute. So I got Patrick at the plate. All right. All right. So we're in the bottom of the eighth inning. We got William Patrick at the plate. All right. Got Patrick and then Ruckert and then Harden. I think it's a 2-0. There's a 3-0. So 3-0 to count. Here to Patrick and a 3-0 is ball four. We're going to get on with the leadoff walk here in the eighth inning. Yeah, the beer seems to be not phone up as much this time. I turned the refrigerator down. So Rutgers 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI on the night. Here comes the 0-1. That's a bunt. And down the right side, and there's going to be... Oh, he gets on. The ball gets away, and runners are going to move to second and third. Second and third now. As Newman's had a tough time at first base today for UNO. He said that one miscue cost him cost the team 7 runs. Ended up. So second and third, nobody out here for LSU in the eighth. They lead 9-4. So Caraway will bunt it down, and they'll throw the home, and he's safe at home. Not in time. Run will score. So run will score. So the bunt is going to score the run from third. It's now 10-4. As now looks like here comes UNO coming out. The coach is, and see if they're making a change or not. It was 10-4 LSU up here in the eighth inning. And LSU actually bunted a guy home. Man. Well, yeah, they never tagged a runner. Nice slide there by who was that? Was Patrick that slid home. That was Patrick that slid home. So first and third, nobody out here in the eighth. It's going to bring up Derek Curiel to the plate. He was 1 for 4 with a single. One for 4 with a single here for Curiel. And the pitch. Nope, toss to first. So Curiel at the plate. Here's the pitch. Nope, toss first. So first and third, nobody out. Here's the pitch to Curiel. That's going to be upstairs, a 1-0. So if they finally threw the pitch to Curiel, there's a 1-0. So 1-0 the count. And the pitch is a strike, 1-1. So 1-1 to count. And the 1-1 is hit out of play. So 1-2 to count. Here to pitch. It's 2-2. Well, runner goes to second, and he's going to be out at second. What was that about, Jay? I have no idea what we're doing there in a freaking 10-4 game. All right, so counts now 3-2 here to Curiel. Three-two pitch is strike three looking. Wow, 2 down. I think umpire wants to go home. I think umpire wants to go home. Aaron Beatty's up. There's a strike, 0-1. So 0-1 to count. Aaron Beatty's 1 for 2 with a solo homer. He's walked twice tonight, so he's been on base 3 times. Here's the 0-1. Yes, 1-1. And the 1-1, it's 2-1. So 2-1 to count to Aaron Beatty. And the pitch is a slow roll to the short, and they have to hurry, and they got him. So that's going to end the 8th inning. So we'll go to the 9th, and it's 10-2 LSU. Okay, top now we go. What's that? What's that? Damn it. I want to type in. All right, so we're going tonight. We're going to the top of the 9th inning. Turn the fans off out here. Gavin Guidry on in relief. Gavin Guidry on in relief here for LSU. So he's going to close it out here in the ninth inning as he's 38 strikeouts, 14 walks, ERA of 6.37. But yeah, so trying to get 3 outs and close this game out, and then it'll be on to Starkville. Be on to Starkville. On to Starkville. All right, so here we go. So Guidry on the mound here for the Tigers. Here comes the pitch to the plate to Cummings, and it's 0-1. 0-1 here to Cummings. And the 0-1 is down low, 1-1. And the 1-1 is a foul, be 1-2. So 1-2 the count. Here to Cummings. The 1-2 pitch. It's 2-2. Gonna miss high, 2-2. Two and two to count. Guidry will come set. And here comes the 2-2 to Cummings. That ball's ripped. It's back behind home plate. So it's going to stay 2-2. So Dathan Cummings is 1 for 2 with a single. He's also been hit by a pitch. Here comes the 2-2. And gonna miss 3-2. 3-2 to count. Here comes the 3-2. That's ball 4. Ball 4 now. The leadoff guy on here in the ninth for UNO. Here comes the pitch. There's a ball 1-0. Get the 1-0. It's 2-0. Look, Goodrich come in and he's problems throwing strikes. 2-0 pitch is a strike. 2-1. The 2 balls and a strike. Here to Hoffman. Here the 2-1. There's a grounder to Milam. Nice drive. He goes to second. Got him out at second. As Monster Milam takes a hit away, and there's 1 down. Man. I mean, well, they are going to review this at second to see if he's out. But this is a great play by Milam, even to get the ball and throw it to second. And the guy ripped his pants. As the base runner tore his pants. What a play by Milam, though, man. Oh, I think he's gonna be safe at second. I think he's gonna be safe at second, though. Milam is just so good in the infield. LSU would probably have like 5 or 6 more losses without him in the infield. Crazy how great he is in the field. Hello, Chad. Yep, the runner at second is safe. Man. But that was just a great play by Milam because that was gonna be a base hit to the left field, but he got to it, still threw to second, almost got him out. But now there's 2 on, nobody out, and Valentine at the plate. There's a strike 0-1. 0-1 here to Valentine. Now we need one of those 6-4-3 double plays. Here comes the 0-1. That ball's foul back 0-2. Oh, 2 to count. So 2 down. Sorry, 2 on, nobody out. Here comes the 0-2. That's upstairs, 1-2. So 1-2 to count. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Chase that one. 1 down. Oh, the guy got him to chase that one there. 1 down. Now a double play ball will get LSU the victory. At the top of the order coming up to Biddick. Here comes a pitch to the plate. There's a strike. 0-1. 0-1 account coming into play here to Biddick. As Gidry will come set. And the 0-1 is a strike. 0-2. So Dylan Biddick is 2 for 4, 2 singles. He's driven in 2 runs, batting .329 on the season. Boy, I wish LSU had a player like this leading off. Here's the 0-2. That ball's hit to left center and going to be gone. Home run. That ball kept carrying and carrying. It's gone. Home run. Man. Yeah, LSU can't have an easy game in the 9th inning. LSU can't have an easy game in the 9th inning. They just can't. They just can't. Oh. No, it's now 10-7. We're going to have with Rogers at the plate here for UNO. So 0-1 account here to Rogers. Here comes a pitch. There's a strike. 0-2. Here comes the 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, they got to go to first to complete the out, and they just do. Jesus Christ. Aaron Beatty didn't know what to freaking do, and we just throw him out. So there's 2 down. We got Curley at the plate. Man. And the 1-0 going to miss. 2-0. 2-0 to count here to Curley. 2-0 pitch is fouled out of play. 2-1. Jesus Christ, man. So 2-1 to count here to Curley. And the 2-1 going to be inside. 3-1. Well, if he walks a guy here, does Jay keep with him? Stay with him? I don't know. Here comes a 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3-2. We're down to the final strike here, maybe. You're in the 9th. So 3-2 to count. Going to come here to Curley. And it's going to be strike 3 looking. Oh, you got to swing the bat there, dude. There's strike 3 looking, and the game is over. So LSU, they get it done. They win. I mean, they win. That's all that matters. Guidry struggled in the 9th, but we got the win. That's all that matters. But still struggle. Walk way too many batters. But you got to win. So let's not cry too much about it. LSU got the win because, I mean, after getting swept over the weekend, it's nice getting a victory. So, cheers. We have lost like 7 of 8. Yeah, we need to win. They need to win. They got the win. So LSU wins 10-7. As now it's on to Mississippi State, and that's gonna be a tough series for LSU. Be a tough series for the Tigers. So we'll see you guys probably Thursday for the NFL draft. So have a good one. And